Honestly, we've been working on the E30 and the E36 for so long, I think it's time that we got a little upgrade for the G80 here. Now, to make that happen, we need to go pick up this thing because it is huge. I don't even know if you guys are gonna like this. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. So let's go ahead, pick it up, see how this thing looks. You guys can probably already guess, since we're grabbing the big truck, it is probably going to be a very big part, and I don't expect anyone to guess what it is. That's kind of the exciting part. I think it's going to look good on the car. I think it's also going to be a little bit different, which is exactly what we need. So let's go ahead and get to the store, pick that thing up. So I just made it to the bike doctor. Let's see if they have what I need.
They don't make this model anymore, so it's pretty hard to find, but luckily a store local to me had one in stock, and it had been sitting on their shelf for almost 2 years. They finally pulled it down, wiped off all the dust, and we were feeling good. Until we realized something. They couldn't find the key. So now we had a brand new cargo box, but it was sealed shut, and there was no way to open it.
Ran into a little bit of an issue. Once I got into the store, I noticed that the box was sitting on one of their display shelves way up top, and they haven't touched it in almost a year from what they said. So they had to get it down. I had to wait a little bit for that. They cleaned it off because it was super dusty again, just sitting for quite a bit of time. And then once they did get down, they noticed that they didn't have the key anymore, so they're not sure where they put it. There's usually a baggie taped to the side of the box where it usually sits, but that seemed to be ripped open, so it wasn't in there anymore. We did try to get it open. Fortunately, no luck with any of that. So game plan is I left them my information, and hopefully they should be giving me a call back once they do find it, if they do find it. Now, if they don't find it, I'm not sure what the game plan is going to be after that, because this is one of the only places that holds this exact product, just because it's discontinued from Thule's website. I don't think they make them anymore. They made a newer version of it, which is like the XXL low profile, which is still larger than this one. This is kind of their slimmer cargo boxes, which is exactly what I want. I don't want it to be too high up off the car. So you guys know what it is now, but we're gonna probably have to come back tomorrow or later today if they give me a call and say they found it. But we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, we really didn't have to pick up the truck. I guess we'll just drop this thing back off and then grab it again maybe tomorrow. So I just got a call from the owner himself, and he went out of his way to find me a new key, got one made, and then got the box unlocked. So we should be able to go ahead and pick this thing up today. We have something else in the works, and even if it doesn't look good on the G80, it is going to be useful for the next project, whatever that is, but we'll get into that later. Probably would be a good idea if I went ahead and did some measurements before I went ahead and picked up this box, because we need to make sure that it fits before I buy it. Now it is starting to rain a little bit, but we got the truck. Hopefully it doesn't start pouring or anything, because I don't want it to get super wet and whatnot. And then we can just get it home and test fit. Otherwise, we would probably have to wait till next video to test fit and see how it looks. But we'll see how that goes on the way back. Now with this, we got the final piece of the puzzle. So unfortunately for us, there hasn't been too many people that have done this on their G80 M3, except for the people that have done it with the stock roof bars. For the purpose of our build, we're trying to keep it as low and as sleek as possible. And to make that happen, we needed to find kind of a custom solution. TreeFrog, they were able to send out that of suction mounts so that we could throw the cargo box on the roof of the G80, and hopefully it works. So no promises that this is gonna work. This is trial and error. So this is where we're at so far. We have all of the suction mounts with the base brackets on them. So these are the two rear ones. This is the front one, as well as this one right here. They did not give me enough hardware, so we're missing a few bolts, washers, and nuts. So I sent out my brother to go get some for us, and then we can go ahead, finish up the bracket install, and then try this thing out. Literally, that's the only thing holding us up. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to finish today since the sun's going down, but we'll see if we can get all the hardware at least, so that way we can get it on tomorrow. And we just test fitted it on, and I think it's gonna look really good. So excited to see how it turns out. Okay, you place yours on first. Okay.
They're just sliding around.
Huh?
They're just sliding around right now.
Yeah, that's fine. So it needs to go over, yeah, this way. So hopefully if it lines up properly. No, everything else is aligned. It just needs to shift over as a whole this way. So see this, there's a center line right here. Like in the middle of the cargo box. Look at the front.
Yeah, okay.
You see it? There we go. So we had to let this sit for 3 hours before we do any driving, just to make sure that all the vacuums stay where they're supposed to. But now everything's tight. Dude, that looks so good. And it's accessible from both sides. So like I can open it from this side and then close it and then open it from the other side. So you never have to worry about what side you're going to. But that looks good, dude. What do you think?
No, that looks really good.
Too far up, too far back? What? Or just right? And also the car's facing down. So we might have to bring the rear suction cups up a little bit.
Up a little bit, cause so it doesn't like look angled up when you're.
Yeah, because right now it might be angled up a little bit.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Cause earlier you were saying it's gonna fall down more on your windshield. I mean, it does come out like right above to your sun visor.
Yeah, but I think right now it's even to where the car is.
Yeah.
But it needs to be even to when the car's on a flat ground.
Level.
It does look good though.
No, it looks really good.
I don't know about you guys, but that looks so good in my opinion. So we just leveled out the box when the car is on flat ground. So now that is the proper position that it should be in. And I really like it. I honestly wasn't sure how it was gonna look, but I think this looks really good. So now we gotta let it sit for 3 hours, make sure that there's no leaks, because obviously the last thing that you want is this thing to fly off while you're driving. So I'm gonna let it sit. We're gonna come back, check all the vacuum pumps, see if they're loose or anything, and then if everything is good to go, we'll take it out and I'll show you guys a little bit of a better look out and about. And as you can see, we got it out the house and it is looking beautiful. It's been actually 4 or 5 hours since the last time we checked, and I can't get enough of how this thing looks. Honestly, I need to make sure I don't do this. I left the key in here. That looks so good. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think of the roof box or the cargo box. I know a lot of people are not a fan of it. I think it looks great and I'm glad I did it. This is gonna be great for the winter season. Throw some snowboards, throw my skis in here, head to the mountain, go have some fun. And if it doesn't look on the G80, we can move it to the E30, we can put it on my wife's car. So it is pretty versatile, which I love. I know many people haven't done this on a G80 before, and if they have, they've been using the stock roof bars. But I think this is probably a better option, a little bit more expensive, that's for sure. But I think longevity-wise, versatility-wise, I think it beats having the stock setup. I think the stock setup might be a little bit safer. This one, you kind of have to kind of drive with a little bit of intention and make sure you're not speeding, making sure that you're checking it every time you get out and into the car. But overall, I think it is the right move. So
Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hopefully you guys like it, and if anyone needs a little bit more details into what the setup is with the suction mounts, with the articulating arms in the back, let me know.
But I think it's time to go ahead and throw the winter tires on, winter wheel setup on. And with that, I think we're gonna call it here for today. Hopefully you guys like the video. Hopefully this gives some other people some bright ideas like I did for myself, and pray that it doesn't fly off, which is my biggest fear right now. But with that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.